Hey, what's up everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter, back with you again. I have been wanting to get to the review of these shoes. I actually got these about a week ago when they dropped. When I saw images of this shoe, I knew that I definitely wanted to have them in the collection. 4s are tied with Jordan 1s for my favorite Jordan silhouette. I just think they look dope. They take me back to when I was a kid, and I think they're real easy to style. I think they look good with shorts, pants. 4s are up there to me, so I really wanted this pair. On top of the fact that I love 4s, my favorite teams are Pittsburgh Pirates and Pittsburgh Steelers, so I can't get enough black and yellow. There was no question I was going to be chasing these. I actually need to give a huge shout out to my dad, because I was taking the kids back and forth to soccer on the day that they dropped. The night before, I got a call that there was going to be a store that had some pairs of them, and it was going to be first come first served. So I reached out to my dad and I said, hey, is there any way you could help with this? I got to get to my kids' game. And sure enough, the big guy came through. So Dad, thank you. I greatly appreciate this one. Anyhow, if you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's get into these Lightning 4s. I am always saying that I love a unique box, and I love being able to tell what shoes are inside of the box before I open it up, or without having to look at the tag. And for these Lightning 4s, they gave us this nice yellow, and it's got the Jumpman, the old school Flight written across the bottom in white. And it's got all that cement there at the base of the box. And not only the adult pairs came with this cool box, the grade school pairs came with this box too. It's just like the larger one. The retail on these was $150. And there's a quick look at the grade school pair. So when I say the big guy came through, I mean Dad really took care of me. He went and he was able to get my size and my girl size, so everybody got taken care of. But then here's a look at the tag. It says Air Jordan 4 Retro. The colors are Tour Yellow and Dark Blue Gray. Retail on this was $220, which is kind of steep. I mean, it's not steep when you consider it's the same as a pair of 350 V2s or something, but $220 is a lot for a pair of kicks. I think the Jordan brand just pretty much knew that there was going to be enough people that wanted this shoe bad enough. They probably could have made them $250 and people still would have bought them. I appreciate the cool box. And then I almost forgot to mention, I actually did a poll on the community tab about these shoes, and I said who's going to be chasing after them, and who's going to just let them pass, who really is indifferent and doesn't care about them too much. And the majority of people that answered, I forget how many votes there were, I think there was over 60 votes, but I was really surprised that more people weren't chasing these, because this is a hyped up shoe. I don't only review hype shoes, I kind of do a hodgepodge of everything, because I'm into more than just hyped shoes. But as far as shoes with hype go, there was a lot of hype to this. This is a legit grail for a lot of folk. And to me, it's a pair that I've always wanted since the first time I've seen them. I was just really surprised, but also I was kind of proud that the people that answered it, I think it's cool that the majority of people could just let them pass. I mean, I just think that really says something about the people who voted, just because I think it shows that we're not all just a bunch of hype beasts, that we actually do have our own taste, and I appreciate that. I think that's awesome. But in my opinion, these shoes were a must-have for my collection, and they're not going anywhere. For this outsole, we've got a standard Jordan 4 tread pattern. I like the colors. I like this gray blue along with the bright white and that yellow, the Tour Yellow Jumpman there in the middle. It's got those real defined stars there up in the front. and I think that's dope. And that dark gray blue color wraps up for most of the midsole, and then you get back to the back and you've got white surrounding that visible air unit, and then the white continues around the back to the other side, and then you've got more of that dark gray blue wrapping up there. But then coming up to the mudguard, and actually the entire upper of the shoe, aside from where there's the netting areas on the side panels and the tongue, the entire shoe is just this real cool looking tour yellow. I think it's a nubuck, but it's nice to the touch. It's not the best material I've ever felt, but I'm not really getting this for like super high-end materials. There's nothing wrong with this material, but at the same time, it's nothing like that'll melt your face off or anything. I got this just because of how dope it looks. That being said, I do like this yellow material. The one issue I noticed is on my one toe box, on this right toe box, it's got a lot of wrinkles. But I don't really care about that. But the entire upper is just made of this bright yellow or tour yellow colored nubuck, and it just came out looking great in my opinion. The base of the tongue and then these side panels have like a yellow mesh, but over top of that they've got this black like netting, and it just looks real nice. It's a nice contrast. And then for the eye stays, the plastic hits down here at the bottom of the eye stays, and then up at the top it's like a black color, and I think that looks great, especially beside these dark gray blue accents. And this material feels the same as the yellow, just kind of like a short-haired suede or like a nubuck, but it feels nice, decent to the touch. And they gave us some tour yellow laces. They didn't include any extra laces on this, but then on the back you can see that there's a black Jumpman. I wish these had Nike Air on the back of them. I think that would have just made these things perfect. But up at the top of the tongue, you've got more of this yellow nubuck material, and then you've got a gray tag that's got the white Jumpman, and it looks nice. Then the back of the tongue has the Air Jordan upside down, and you can see that gray color on the back of the tongue. The rest of the sock liner is that tour yellow color, and then the insole is white with a black Jumpman.